So I remember back in the years when I think I carried 3 separate flashlights in my backpack. I think I had a headlamp. I think I had a large like tube or classic flashlight that I kept in my bag. And then I also had a dome light for inside of my tent. Probably had 2.5 to 3 pounds of weight just in flashlight. And then as time went on, as I got into YouTube and as I did some studying, I was like, wow, I really don't need all that. And I noticed on my trips years ago that I really wasn't using it while I was out there. So I come to realize that I need to accept the fact, like a lot of things, we pack our fears, and that I needed to learn to just bring my headlamp and know that also I have the light on my cell phone as a backup. Now I would say that's over 5 to 6 years ago, and I've never looked back. I've always just carried a headlamp now, and even on some of my biggest trips, I hardly ever use it because by the time I'm done with my 15 to 20 mile day, I'm going to bed before it even gets dark. Anyways, today I want to talk about nitecore headlamps, the one I used forever, the one I bought and used some, and then the reason I'm switching to another one that's actually kind of backtracking. We're going to talk about the nitecore NU20. So let's go back a little bit, and I'll tell you the one that I really started using constantly, as I listed that I started using just only a headlamp. This is one I saw, man, a long time ago. I don't even know who recommended it, but this was the original NU25. This headlamp, I couldn't tell you how many miles I've carried it. There was a band on the inside to help it stay on your head. That is completely gone now. I use this headlamp still in my house all the time if in the attic or if I'm in an area where I don't have a lot of light and I don't have a way to hold a light. It's perfect. I tell you another example is when I go out to my car at night and I'm trying to do something and it's low and it's dark outside and I need to be able to see while I'm working on something outside. It's perfect for that too. Anyways, that's not what this video is about. This was my original NU25. I used it forever. It has the original band. They did make a version that had the rope band on it too that was even lighter. I think it was right in an ounce, but with the band I think it was even less. I'm not a gram bro, so dude, I'm sorry if you're gonna put in the comments about, oh, you should have used the rope because that would save you a couple grams. It's just not a big deal to me. I try to semi ultralight. There's some things I'll cut weight on, but other things, I mean guys, we're talking about a few grams here. It's not that really big of a deal, and this one feels better on my head. And the headlamp I'm about to talk about in a little bit, there is one drawback to that. I'm fine with either direction. So I had this one for a few years, and then I decided when they announced the newer version of NU25 that I was gonna move to it. And this is the upgraded version, newer model of the NU25. I think the lumens are the same, 360 lumens. I think the weight was kind of around the same. And as you can tell, it automatically comes with a rope on it. This felt like a downgrade in my opinion. Yes, it has USB-C on it, but it felt way more flimsy. The buttons are a little bit more finicky, and honestly, it just didn't feel like a great upgrade. It felt more like a downgrade in my opinion. I just wasn't impressed with it. It had too many. I think that sometimes marketing is the more features, the more it's gonna sell, and sometimes over featuring something makes it a harder sell for me because I don't want all that bloat that you deal with. I just want something simple, something that works, and also when it comes to a headlamp, I want it to be bright and the battery lasts a long time. And as far as battery life between these two lights, it's relatively the same in my opinion, but at the same time, this just felt like a flimsy setup. I don't know what it is. I know I've talked to other people that have said the same thing. This was the UL version, I know they called it, but it just felt like a downgrade from where we came from, the original headlamp. But I talked about it in a new gear video probably 2 or 3 years ago, and I've been using it since. And today I want to tell you one I'm upgrading to. I guess it's semi like going backwards but going forward. It's an upgraded version, and my buddy Andy Parrish enlightened me about. It's been out for a while, but I was like, wow, I didn't even know they did that. And I want to show it to you because I'm excited to use this one because it's more of the original style I had. That was the original NU25. It's more of that style, but with some upgraded features on it that makes it more modernized. All right, now you know the history of my nitecore headlamps. This is the NU20. It's the NU20 Classic, and I assume that is a reference to the NU25 and the one that everybody loved. Like I said before with the headlamps I just showed you, I'm not really worried about weight much, but this one does come with a rope on it. And the other big thing with this one, I go from a micro USB to a USB-C, which is big because everything is USB-C now. So that was a big eye-opener to me, as I talked about Andy showing that with his. I just loved this style compared to the newer NU25, and just the fact that they kind of improved on it instead of changing the style, which even though you can get the newer version of NU25 also still, this one, I literally have not opened this before this video, just got it. This one is exactly that same old style, but it has the new charging port on it. I guess it does, like I said, have the rope. Not that that's a big of a deal. I was used to it with my newer N25, but I didn't care about the band on the other one. That simplistic 360 lumen style is exactly what I liked before, and I don't mind like staying with it. I use that headlamp for everything still now, and this is gonna be perfect. Having that new charging port, keeping the same simple style. Yeah, I think it's a tad heavier. I think it's 1.3 ounces. This is kind of like backtracking, but this is a great headlamp, and I'm excited to use it on trail this year. I wanted to share it with you guys because I was like, wow, I didn't even know about this. I think it's been out over a year now. And I was like, I didn't even know they did this until I seen Andy talk about it. And I was like, I've got to get one of these. Definitely like this style better than the newer one they did. And I just want to share it with you guys and see. I don't know what the community thinks about them, where they're at on headlamps, but I know nitecore is still my type of favorite. There's a lot of different headlamps out there. There's a ton of them on the Amazon market. But this is an awesome headlamp, and I'm just so happy that they decided to improve on an older model, and definitely excited to use it again on trail. Guys, I hope this video was informative to you. Maybe you're looking for a headlamp, maybe you got one, you want to get a different one. Maybe you don't know much about nitecore headlamps. They're big in the backpack community. Nitecore makes some, I think they make battery banks too, which I'm looking into getting one of those this year to try. They're great headlamps, they work well for me, and now you see the one I'm really moving to, and I'm excited to test it out on trail this year. Just had a long, good history with them, and we'll see how they continue to work out for me. Hope you enjoyed this video. As always, we appreciate your support, and we will see you soon.